vortex. I put up so many videos last night. I think it was like 14 or something. I know that the algorithm does not like that at all. Like, they really don't want people to make art on a consistent basis. They want you to be controlled. That's why they'll push certain things. So if you're politically correct, or if you're like going along with whatever narrative they're pushing at the time, so, you know, the controversial, inflammatory, you know, these people are out to get us, and you can't trust so-and-so for this reason, and, you know, those types of people. They'll push those people because those people are divisive, okay? So it's all about divisiveness and control and manipulation. Well, we're not about that. We don't want that sort of attention, you know. I want people to get the fuck off the internet. There's no content creator that's saying shit like that. If there is, let me know, please. Let me know, because I don't want to be lying, first of all. But second, I want to know who the fuck they are, okay? Anybody that would rather you not watch the channel, and because you're doing something that's better than sitting on your lazy ass and watching fucking YouTube videos, okay? The problem with America, and the problem with a lot of Western countries, is that they don't create anything. They don't create. And they expect everybody else to do that shit for them. They expect to be mindlessly entertained. They expect to be taken care of. They expect to have their ass wiped for them. Okay? And yeah, I am very, very harsh towards society because of this. I'm allowed. We're gonna wait until we go around this little area here, because it's kind of curvy over here. It's kind of curvy. Not the way that yours truly wishes she would resemble, okay? Really skinny, that's the joke. I don't like being so skinny. It disgusts me. I think that women that are like pudgy are like so adorable. Like me personally, I'm way more attracted to a woman that eats than a woman that obviously doesn't eat. Okay? Now, you know, I don't want her to eat too much. There's a difference between being pudgy and being unhealthy. Okay? I like a little chub. I do. I like a little chub. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We all have personal taste, though. Some people like, you know, the bathtub. Somebody, you know, has that demographic. You know, there are people out there that are into that. So don't think that just because you're 300 pounds, nobody's going to watch you. That's not true at all. There are plenty of people out there that have very high standards. I think that my piano's dying again. I've just been playing it a lot because I feel like it's cracking. Whenever it starts that little crackle, that means that the battery's running out. I'm kind of sick of that. Dude, I feel like I smell so bad. I know you can't smell me in there. Do another sound, because this isn't loud enough. impatient. I don't know what this sound is, but it's interesting. I don't like it, Amy. I don't like it. Let's change it. You know, I'm not depressed because of myself. I don't like this, Amy. I don't like it at all. Okay. Let's see. What was the number? I need to memorize the numbers of the sounds that I like the most so I won't have this struggle every single time that I play. Because this is annoying. Okay, let's stick with this one. I'm sorry if the camera is shaking, and I'm really, really sorry if it's making a noise. But I can't control the bumps in the road, okay? Oh, none of these chords are doing it for me right now. Alright. If I'm not your cup of tea, then pour it out. Go somewhere else, would you please? Personally, I prefer coffee. Really, really, really strong coffee. That's what I am. Bitter, but necessary. To keep you awake. To keep you awake. But nobody wants to be awake for very long. That's why they got the phones. That's why they got all the social media handles that are handling them better than the best slave master ever could. And it's so funny that these people take themselves so seriously. I am willing to help anyone. I'm willing to help anyone. But if you wanna fuck me, I'll see straight through ya. So don't think that I'm gonna give you my number. It's not gonna happen, honey. I'm sorry. I'm not so obsessed with this idea that people are so attracted to me. But it's slim pickings out there, you think that I don't know that, honey. Mr. Theron loves it when I say honey. Because he's gay. Gay men love to say that, honey. I'm gonna watch you, Adam. It's really hard for me to watch other people's content, though. I think that Nick Fuentes is like the only one that I can watch consistently and not get pissed off. And I have to take breaks from everything and everyone because it's not fun for me. No, it's not. I don't know how y'all enjoy this lot that you've allotted yourself. Nobody forces you. Nobody forces you. Nobody forces you to do anything you do, but you do it. But you do it. Yeah, you do it. You pretend you enjoy it. You pretend you love it. You pretend you can't stop doing it. But you always can. Yeah, you always can. You've forgotten that. have. Let's talk about that. I know it's gonna get real bumpy right here. People make choices every day, okay? I know I talk about this a lot, but the reason I bring up my past is because I think it's relevant to everybody's present. Let's get in this lane too. I used to wake up every day and pour vodka into a water bottle and consume it. And I would take it to work. And I was very, very dependent on it. But I think it was more of a psychological dependency, but eventually my body became dependent on it. And if I didn't have alcohol, I would shake. And I remember this one time my alcohol withdrawals were so bad that I ended up, and this is a funny story now, I ended up locating all of my mother's various extracts. So there's not just, there's no other lane. Why are you looking over there? There's no other lane. You're in the farthest lane to the right. True. That's true metaphorically and that's true literally. But anyway, figuratively, you mean. Figuratively. Yeah, you're right. Figuratively. Okay. Anyway, the extracts. So y'all are probably familiar with vanilla extract. Vanilla extract has quite a bit of alcohol in it. So anybody out there, if you can't get to a liquor store, you could just go to the grocery store and just get you a bunch of extracts and chug them. I mean, if you're having withdrawals, you don't want to die. Desperate times call for desperate measures, okay? I drank all these extracts. There's a vanilla extract, a pineapple extract. I don't remember what they all were, but it was maybe 7 or 8 different extracts. And I chugged them all back to back, threw up in the sink, but my withdrawals went away. So, I puked, but I stopped shaking. Now, I don't recommend that anybody get to this point, but I don't even know why I brought this up. You're talking about dependency. You talk about how people make choices. Yeah. Okay, I made the choice to be an alcoholic. Okay? I made the choice to pick up smoking. Just like I made the choice to get sober, and I made the choice to quit smoking. And I make the choice to get out of bed, or I make the choice to sleep in. I make the choice to go to work, or I make the choice to blow off work and go do something else. I used to just stay home and masturbate. That's what I used to do. That was past life. Okay? Past life that you can see on my Aimless channel. I think you talked about it in your other channel too. Yeah, if you want to know more about the context of my existence, you can watch my previous channels, which I feature at the bottom of this one. So, I've grown up a lot. And something I've noticed is people, and I really don't fault them for this. It's easy to fault them for this, but if you look at the context of people's grievances, if you look at the context of somebody's hateful comment, it makes perfect sense why they leave hateful comments. Because most of these people, they don't know what actual context is, So I say a lot of shit that's offensive. I say a lot of shit that just sounds really, off-putting, and it probably seems really outrageous, especially to
normies. People that trust the system, people that trust political parties, people that still like Donald Trump, even though he poisoned half of the population, knowingly. Donald Trump is not an idiot, you guys. So, yeah, people that have issues with me tend to not be bigger picture kind of people that are looking into, the reasons why people do the things that they do. And, like, what inspired this person to say this? Is it because they're just a hateful piece of shit? Or is it because, they've been paying attention to this very, very low quality of life that Americans are so proud about for reasons that don't make sense to me? Okay, it's like people that see, like, my hairy armpits, and they're just like, ew, feminist. But they don't pay any attention to, like, the stuff that I talk about. But they look at the appearance and they go, oh, she's this, she's that. But if they watch my content, they'd realize that I'm not a feminist. I fucking hate feminists. This has nothing to do with feminism. I guess you could assume that, oh, well, men can't tell me what to do. No, honey, advertisements can't tell me what to do. I would love it if a man, every once in a while, would pretend he has masculinity. Hold on one second. No, but I do have a lot more of that. And if that makes me a freak, that makes me a freak. At least I don't identify as a freak, Because that's really all that matters, Like, there are plenty of people out there that are gay that aren't, showy about it. And those are the ones that I'm trying to reach. Because I know that I'm not going to reach the ones that want to make a spectacle out of it. Like, most women that don't shave under their arms are doing all these poses on, like, Instagram or TikTok or whatever, where they're, like, showcasing their underarm hair. And, that's fucking stupid. You're still being controlled, sweetheart. I've done a lot of the stuff that normal people do, And it's just, it doesn't make sense. So, if I can't make it make sense, as Blair White would say, if I can't do that, then I'm not going to do it. Because I can't rationally justify my behaviors. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand, because they're, not just their behaviors, but their perspective is based off of what the world thinks. And so that's why I don't really care if people are, like, hateful, because I'm like, dude, you're not a serious person. You're an American, and I know that sounds really judgmental, especially, and very, seemingly hypocritical coming from another American, but I feel like very outside everything, like, the stuff that people care about has never really interested me, which is why a lot of the stuff that does interest me, that when I see these people complaining, like the neocons, complaining about all the transsexual shit, I'm like, I call bullshit on that, because, like, I don't think that you really care about that, because if you cared about that, you'd pay more attention to the stuff that's on your kid's phone that you signed them up for. Like, the parents are the ones that gave their kids the phones, and if their kids are doing crazy shit because of what they see on social media, like, that's literally a parenting problem, because, like, you're not paying enough attention to the kind of world that your kids are living in. And so they bitch about the public education system and the universities and all that shit, so they don't have to talk about the obvious elephant in the room that is the smartphone that's in everybody's hand, that is constantly influencing kids to do stupid shit. So, until you're willing to have that conversation, I don't take you seriously at all. But that's the thing, the parents don't want to be inconvenienced. It's the same thing here. That, you know, people complain about certain employees here that don't work as much. And it's literally because they're on their phones. They're sitting down, staring at their phone. And if they can't do that publicly, they'll go off to the bathroom and they'll be in the bathroom stall for like 20 minutes on their phone. So, management can't do much about it when management is walking around on their phones too. That's why they won't say nothing. And every time I bring this up, everybody goes quiet. But here's the thing, I mean, I don't have a smartphone, I've never had a smartphone, but I can just tell by the looks of it how addictive it is. Like, even people that use it for good things, like, you know, if they have an Instagram and they look up, I've seen this on Instagram, various, you know, videos and posts on, you know, eating right and, you know, holistic methods. You know, that's good. That's good that that stuff is out there, and I'm glad that it is. But at the same time, it's like you're using a medium that for the most part is not a good thing for society. And that's why I don't do it. But I understand that not everybody's like me, so your standards are different than mine. But that's okay. It's okay. We can't all be Amy Rose.